A couple days ago, I recorded a lot of NU matches. I probably recorded for like 4 or 5 hours straight, and I kept getting a bunch of L's. Like I won a couple times, but I just kept losing. I kept seeing all these new Pokemon that haven't been used to, and I was thinking, what's going on? And then I realized, or I looked it up online, that there was a huge NU like migration from RU. Whatever, I can only say so much. I mean, a lot of these matches too, I kind of sucked as well, but it doesn't matter. So because of that, I kind of made some changes. I don't think I used any RU Pokemon. I don't know if I don't know if Gallade was originally an RU Pokemon or not, but I ended up putting him on my team, and I gave him a Choice Scarf. He has Steadfast ability. He's got Close Combat, Fire Punch, Knockoff, and Leaf Blade. He's Jolly Nature with max attack and max speed. And the reason he's Jolly Nature and not Adamant Nature was because I just want like a super fast Gallade, like as fast as possible. With the Choice Scarf and Jolly, he is faster than the Jolteon. If he was Adamant Nature with the Choice Scarf, then he would barely be slower than the Jolteon, just barely. And I feel like I didn't really want that. I wanted a Pokemon that was like really, really fast and could hit really, really hard. I guess I kind of, I took some damage output from Gallade, but I'm okay with that because Jolteon is still my heavy hitter. I think he's still he's my heaviest hitter on the team. A lot of people get caught off guard with the speedy Gallade. I mean, I already played a couple matches, and Gallade is kind of the MVP of my team right now because he's a sweeper and an anti-sweeper, which is a really nice combo because he comes in and a lot of people, send out their Jolteons or like these other fast mons and expect to one-shot my Gallade, but then I'm able to one-shot them. Usually, glass cannons, V-class cannons. Obviously, he struggles a little bit more with walls since he doesn't have pure like power output, but I'm okay with that. I don't think it's that big a deal. I think it really catches people off guard with how fast he can be. Even if he's paralyzed, he still outspeeds a lot of things. Swampert, I did make changes. So this is a copy of the team, right? So Swampert now, I made him a physical attacker. I might change it back to a special attacker. I don't know. I only have 3 because I wanted to have 3 special attackers and 3 physical attackers, and I thought Swampert was probably my best bet. So I gave him Earthquake instead of Earth Power, and then Liquidation instead of Scald. I might still give him Scald though, because getting Scald burns is really nice. And I don't know. This is just kind of with what I'm going for right now. And I'm okay with this so far, but I will most likely change Swampert back into a physical or a special attacker just because I think that's a more viable option. I'm just kind of playing around with it, to be honest. I don't know too much with what I want to do, and I gave Sanfran Pain Split instead of Haze. Haze was nice, and it was really good against those Clefairies, but because of that RU migration, I'm not seeing as many Clefairies as I once was, but Weezing is still a really strong Pokemon, and he's still, he's really just a really good, he's just a really good wall, right? He's still a really good Mon. So I gave him Pain Split though, just so I can recover some health, which is actually really nice, and it catches a lot of people off guard, and I've been able to win a couple matches just because I was able to get more health on Weezing, and with getting the Will-O-Wisp up, it's actually like a really, it's a really good Pokemon, right? Neutralizing Gas though, I thought about giving it Levitate, but because I don't have Rapidash anymore, I don't really worry too much about ground anymore. It's just Sanfran and Jolteon are the only ones that don't like ground moves, so I'm okay with giving it Neutralizing Gas. I might give it Levitate though. I don't know. I'm still kind of deciding. Actually, no. I gave it Neutralizing Gas instead of Levitate because then I want to be able to absorb those toxic spikes that a lot of mons try to send out to me, right? Veins, he has bulk up now. I don't know if I put up my previous videos that that 4-hour recording session that I had yesterday, then you guys will see that bulk up Veins. I think I swapped around Power Up Punch and Bulk Up kind of back and forth, kind of figuring out what I want to do. I ended up going Bulk Up. He's Adamant Nature now, max attack, max HP. And then I also have Daddy, which I think he's exactly the same. I did make some changes to him, but then I changed him back just because I didn't. Garvantulas and Sand Slashes, all those setters and whatnot, Sticky Web, Spikes, and Stealth Rock. Some people were just going Hazard heavy, and Daddy is really my only check to those kind of like leading mons using that Trick's Choice Specs or whatever. So that's kind of why I'm still keeping him the same. And he catches people off guard too. My Veins can come in and defog stuff, but I just like using Daddy the way I've been using him. I think honestly he's probably my weakest link, and I'm pretty much just keeping him just because I love Daddy the name. I love his gimmicky set, right? But I don't think it's viable, and I think he's actually kind of holding me back. So yeah, so that's just kind of like the changes that I've made, and now I'm just going to go in and battle. So I'll see you guys when I start battling some mons. Okay, so here we are in a match, and let's see. So I don't know what he's gonna want to start out with. I never know what anybody wants to start out with, to be honest. I'm guessing maybe the Duraludon. I don't know if I think it's Stealth Rocks or not. He could also send out that Decidueye. So I'm probably just gonna start out with Yeah, I'm gonna start with Crash and then just go for Volt Switch right off the bat. So he's gonna go for Mr. Owl. So yeah, I assume that I could go just for a Shadow Ball and do some pretty heavy damage. Actually, I think that might be the best bet. I just hit this thing hard, but I also don't really want to take that much damage. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for the Volt Switch here. Yeah, so he's just gonna stay in here. That still does quite a bit of damage, and I'm just gonna go into Veins and then just go for a knockoff. Really, I don't know what this thing's gonna want to do. Probably he's going for the Leaf Storm. That does tremendous amount of damage. Holy crap, dude! And I already regret everything I've done. So I'm pretty sure this thing's faster than me. I don't know what to send into this thing. I can send in Daddy probably to take a Leaf Storm. That's right. Okay, so he's just gonna swap out. Okay, so that was terrible. I should have gone for the knockoff, but it's fine. I'm gonna go for the trick here. Get rid of whatever item this thing's holding. He's gonna go for the Volt Switch. I hope he doesn't go into the Decidueye. If he goes into the Decidueye, that's actually not good for me. Because then I'll give him a Choice Specs. That did a lot of damage. He could already be Specs. I don't know. But I got his Life Orb, so now he has my Specs. I'm gonna go for the Trick Room here. So, because I have a pretty slow team, yeah, so they go for the Stealth Rock. I still have my Defogger up, so that's fine. And I'm just gonna go into... I don't want to go into Veins. I know he's gonna have to switch on out of here. No, yeah, Veins is my best bet. I'm gonna switch on out of here, go into Veins, and he's gonna swap. He's gonna have to. And he's gonna send this thing. And he is probably slower than me, but I'm gonna go for the Drain Punch. Or I'm gonna go for the Defog. Getting rid of these rocks would be really nice. I'm gonna go for the Dream Punch. He's just going for the Flamethrower, so he was slower. Damn it. So the one time it worked against me, but that's fine. I'm gonna go for this thing. Okay, I can't send out Surf. My Surf is really fast. Dramp. I was on 117. I think my Daddy is slower than this thing. I'm just gonna go for Swampert too. Let's see what. I'm gonna go for the Toxic. He might try to go for Toxic here too, actually. So if he does try to go for the Toxic, that won't be the best thing in the world. But I don't really have any other option, so I'm just gonna go for the Toxic. I can't really risk. He's going for the Draco Meteor and he misses, so that's actually pretty big. I got lucky there, and I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake, because why not? Just go for the Earthquake. See, it does reasonable damage. He's gonna go for the Draco Meteor. That hurts pretty hard. And I'm just gonna go for the Recovery here actually, because I think that's probably my best bet. He's probably gonna go for the Draco Meteor again. I don't think it's gonna be able to kill me. I think Recover is the best thing I can do. Okay, so he's gonna swap out into Winter Scarf, which is the Aromatize. I don't know what I want to do. Maybe does this thing get Giga Drain, dude? I swear I don't know what the half of these things get. I'm gonna go into Sanfran and just probably eat up a Fairy type move or Grass move. I'm not sure. He's gonna go for the Wish actually. That's an interesting play. And I'm just gonna go for. He's probably gonna want to go for. No, he's gonna want to swap out. I don't know what he's gonna want to swap out into. Maybe the Old Timer, which is probably the Drampa. So I'm just going for the Taunt. Honestly, yeah. So I'm gonna go for the Taunt, try to like prevent this thing from doing any kind of silly things to me. But he's got Draco Meteor, dude. I don't know what to expect from this thing. I'm expecting a Draco Meteor, to be honest. Draco Meteor, Flamethrower. Sanfran doesn't like special attacking moves, so I'm gonna have to swap out on here. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what's gonna happen here, so I'm just gonna have to swap out and see what happens. Drampa. Old Timer. What is he gonna do? So he's gonna go for the Draco Meteor, just as I expected. I ate that up relatively well, to be honest. I'm just gonna go for the Trick Room here, and wait, hold on. 96, 69. Yeah, so Swampert. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go for the Trick Room. It's probably my best bet, to be honest. Go into Winter Scarf. This thing is pretty slow too, though. I wonder if it makes me wonder if I should just go for a Shadow Ball, or if he's gonna try to like take me out. I'm gonna go for the Destiny Bond. Oh gosh darn it. I don't know if he expected that, or if he's trying to like waste my turns or whatever. Or maybe he's trying to go for he wants me to trick him so he can get back or get rid of those choice specs. I'm just gonna send out Swampert too, and maybe just go for like an Earthquake. I think he's probably just gonna go for like, I don't think he's gonna want to hit me, but then again, I'm gonna have to go first, so I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball and just do some pretty big damage. I think Daddy's kind of, I can use him for death fodder, to be honest. I'm gonna send out Swampert too. I kind of want to keep Daddy around just a little bit longer. So he's going to swap out. That's fine. I'm okay with that. And even if I went for the Shadow Ball, like there's something I could have done. He just kind of wasted my Trick Room turns a little bit, which is fine. So Swampert too, damn, taking that damage though, dude. But I do go first, which is perfect. So I'm gonna go for the recover here. I don't know if he's gonna want to switch out of here. So he's gonna stay in here. He's probably going for Draco Meteor again. He's going for the Roost. That's fine. The Toxic's gonna keep building up. I'm gonna go for the Earthquake here, and he's probably gonna want to swap out. To be honest, I don't know why he would want to go for another Draco Meteor with that minus attack. Well, then again, the thing with Swampert too is because of that unaware ability. I think I ignore that drop anyways. So it's not. Let's see. I don't know what he's gonna want to do. I can go into Crash, but then if he does go for the Draco Meteor, that does take me out. Wow, Jolteon has better special defense than Weezing, dude. Surprisingly, I don't know. I mean, at least I'm surprised. I'm just going to go for the recover in case he does want to go for Draco Meteor. I'm expecting a swap out, to be honest. I don't know what he's going to want to swap out into, though. I'm just going for the Earthquake. Yeah, so he's going to swap out here. I guess I should have predicted that. I could have gone to the Jolteon. Unless this thing has showed Leaf Storm, and Leaf Storm kind of hurts me pretty hard. So I'm just going to swap out here. I don't know what he's going to want to go for. Leaf Storm is probably his best bet. He's going to go for the Shadow Ball, so he predicted that kind of nicely. And from now on, I could go into Crash and then go for the Shadow Ball, because he hasn't seen that, right? I think he's only seen Volt Switch. I could also just go into Gallade, go for the Fire Punch. I don't know if Fire Punch will knock it out. I don't think it will. I can also go for the Knockoff. Knockoff might be able to take it out, to be honest. I could also go for the Close Combat, which would be kind of nice. I'm going to go for the Close Combat. No, I'm going to go for the Knockoff, I mean. And just do some heavy damage on... He's probably going to want to swap out. If he swaps out, I have no idea what he's going to want to swap out into. I don't think he's going to swap out into that Duraludon. He could probably assume I'm going to be banded or scarfed or something. But yeah, I get rid of its leftovers, which is really nice. And then I'm going to swap out into Sanfran. And he could predict that. So I'm going to go for Swampert 2. I don't know if he's going to want to double switch. No, he's going to go for the Heal Bell. Okay, which is terrible, actually. Oh, this thing's annoying, dude. Okay, I'm going to go for the Earthquake here. That's okay damage. It doesn't do too much. And then, let's see. I could go for the Toxic here. And then just dwindle that thing down that way. I'm surprised he didn't already go for the Toxic, to be honest. And then I'm just going to go for the Recover. He might just swap out into Drampa, to be honest. So if that's going to be the case, I'm going to swap out into Sir. Dude, if he goes for like a Moonblast right now, dude, I'm going to be kind of mad. Because Sir is kind of like my check for that thing. We're about to find out. Does he swap out? I don't think he swapped out. He's going for the Protect. Okay, that's fine. But he's going to get all his health back. And then I'm just going to go for the Close Combat won't take this thing out, though. That's the problem. He could go for the Moonblast here. I'm going to go to Sanfran and then go for the Sludge Wave. Let's see. So he's going to swap out into Luke. So he probably was expecting a Close Combat. I could have gone for, like, you know, something else. I'm just going to go for the Sludge Wave, to be honest. He's probably going to want to... Or I can go for the Taunt. I don't know. So he's going to go for the Hex. So that's pretty big damage. I'm going to go for the Taunt. I don't know what I expected him to... I don't know what I expected for him to do. I'm going to go for the Pain Split, actually. I think Pain Split is going to... So he's going to bring me down quite a bit. Go for the Pain Split. And then bring myself up a little bit higher. And then I'm just going to go for the Sludge Wave here. That still does pretty big damage. But Sludge Wave is going to do not as much as I thought it would. Hex, the next Hex just takes me out. But there's nothing really I can do. I guess I could go into Jolteon, take a Hex to the face, and then just Volt Switch on out of here. So I could also go for the Shadow Ball. I don't know. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. Let's see what he want to do here. So he's going to swap out to Old Timer. That's fine. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch, and then I'm going to go into Sir. And then I'm just going to go for I can go for a Close Combat. But if I go for the Close Combat and his Luke comes in, that's actually really not good for me. So... does he predict the Close Combat and then stay in here, go for a Draco Meteor, or does he swap out into that Rotom? I'm going to go for the Close Combat anyways. So he's going to go for right around into his Hitmontop. That does big damage. He could go for like a Fake Out or something. I don't know, Mach Punch, Sucker Punch, something like that, but it's fine. I guess I should have swapped that actually. That is a lot of damage, but I also did lose some defenses. So Rotom comes out. I'm going to go for... what did this thing go for last time? Volt Switch and Hex. I'm gonna go into Swampert 2 and then just go for, he's got Levitate, so I'm gonna have to go for damn, that actually hurts a lot. I don't think there's much I can do here. I'm gonna have to go for the recover and hope. Okay, it's gonna, oh, I barely live. Okay, I barely lived that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go for Hex has 30% damage. I'm gonna have to go for another recover here. So Mr. Night Owl was gonna come in here and I guess I don't know what to do here. I can't just let Quagsire go down, can I? He's gone for Leaf Storm and Shadow Ball. He could go for Leaf Storm is kind of his like best play. I'm gonna have to let this thing go down, to be honest. I'm gonna go for the Earthquake. He's gonna go for the Leaf Storm. There's something I could have really done because Leaf Storm pretty much takes out any one of my mons. Sir knockoff. The only problem is that I am choiced. I could go for the Thunder here and then just hit whatever wants to come in here like really stupid fucking hard. Or I could also go for the Shadow Ball, but then that Drampa comes in. I'm kind of screwed. Yep, Drampa came in. I expected that he might have not done that, but oh gosh. Dude, my Gallade, I need that Rotom out of the way for my Gallade to do anything. Except for the Flamethrower, it's gonna take me out, unfortunately. And then I'm gonna have to go into Sir. Yeah, there's nothing I can do, to be honest. I'm gonna expect the Rotom to come in here, so I'm just gonna go for the knockoff. I don't think he would stay in here, to be honest. I'm expecting the Rotom or even the Decidueye to come in here and take this. He's gonna send out Battery Toy, which is probably okay. So yeah, he expected that knockoff, to be honest. So he was really just waiting for that. He baited me hard. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything I can really do. He goes for the Flash Cannon, and I'm just gonna go for the Thunder here because there's nothing else I can really do. So I'm gonna go for the Thunder, just hit this thing. Okay, it gets rid of this. I get rid of this thing with the Thunder. Was that not very effective, dude? I'm telling you, dude. Crash is insane. If I hit this Thunder, dude, this thing's fast. This thing's scarfed. This thing's scarfed, which kind of sucks because that means there's nothing I can do. I'm gonna have to pretty much just go for. Yep, there's nothing. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. Fire Punch. But then Drampa, close combat. Yep. GG. That was a good match. I failed, but you know, whatever. It was fun. Alright, so we got some mons to go up against. I'm assuming that Voltion's gonna want to start out and then probably just go for a Volt Switch. If that's the case, I can honestly even just start out Quagsire actually and just go for an Earthquake since I'm not really too worried about anything. I don't think anything on his team gets Giga Drain. Maybe that Cream or Alcremie. It could get it, but I'm not too sure it will have it. So I think I'm just gonna start out with Swampert. I'm kind of hoping this goes out for that Jolteon. No, he's gonna go for the Claw Witzer. That's fine. I'm gonna go for the Toxic here, and he's going for the Water Pulse. That does so much damage. Oh my gosh, bro. That's already not good for me. I need to get on out of here. I forgot this is Mega Launcher. I forgot this thing, dude. There's a reason this thing wasn't RU, man. This thing doesn't belong here. This thing should not be here. I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball. This thing pretty much just swept my team, bro. There's nothing I can do at this point. This thing's a Scarf. I'm kind of screwed, but I don't know. We're about to find out. So I needed to go for that play. There's nothing I could have done. And now we just go into, man, my Swampert 2 is just messed up right now, and there's nothing I can do right now. Let's go for the Stealth Rocks. So Swampert 2 is pretty much just useless. I'm gonna go for the Bulk Up here, or do I just want to go for the Knockoff? He could send out Alcremie, which if he sends out Alcremie, that's not the best thing in the world. I'm going for the Knockoff. Yep, Alcremie comes in. Get rid of its leftovers, I imagine. Why wouldn't it have leftovers? I'm gonna send out Swampert 2 just to take. Swampert 2 is kind of useless for me right now, dude. But then that Jolteon gets free switch-ins, but there's nothing I can do right now at the moment. Alcremie kind of just fucks me really hard. I can send out Sandfran actually. That's what I'm gonna do. Send out Sandfran. Let's see what this thing's gonna want to do. He's gonna go for the Calm Mind, which is dangerous and scary. And this is why I like to run, what's it called? Haze. But he's gonna keep going with a Calm Mind. Interesting. I'm gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp. Just try to, burn this thing, whatever. And then I'm just gonna go for the Sludge Wave. He's gonna keep going for Calm Minds. I wanna go for the taunt, but I don't wanna go for the taunt in case he decides to not go for Calm Minds anymore. So I'm gonna go for another Sludge Wave here. He's going for the Draining Kiss, which is just like nothing to me, but he gets back a pretty good amount of health, which kind of sucks for me. And then I could just go for Swampert 2. No, I'm gonna go in for another. Okay, never mind. Let's go for the Mystical Fire. I guess lower my special attack. That's a good play probably. That's probably the best play he could have made. Then I'm gonna send out Swampert 2. Yeah, send out Swampert 2. Let him go down to this whatever he's gonna want to do. Draining Kiss, which is fine. And then I'm gonna send out my Gallade, which Gallade is just gonna come in here and then just hit this thing hard for whatever damage I can get off on it. And I could just go for a knockoff. Honestly, nothing really wants to take a close combat, so I'm gonna go for the close combat and then just pretty much hit whatever else wants to come in here pretty hard with the close combat as well. Hitmontop, as long as it doesn't have Intimidate, I'm fine. So it probably has Technician, to be honest. I'm gonna go for the close combat too. It's pretty defensive. It could probably live it, but I'm gonna have to just do as much damage, and he misses, but he hits 3 times, doesn't it? Oh, never mind. I don't know what that move does, but I'm gonna go for. He's gonna swap out. I'm gonna hit that right on pretty hard, actually really hard, and then I'm just gonna go for another close combat because there's no reason not to. So Sir is honestly just a great mon. Like, he just does damage, bro. Sneasel comes in. He's probably going to be sashed. So if he's sashed, I'm just gonna swap out into my veins here. And then I'm gonna see what he's going. He's going for the Ice Shard. Oh, he's gonna go for the Ice Shard. Okay, so he's just trying to work on that. What's it called? Mess me up by hurting my low defenses or whatever. I'm gonna go for the knockoff here. He's gonna send out his Hitmontop, which is fine. I'm gonna get rid of his Assault Vest, which doesn't really matter too much. I'm gonna go for the Drain Punch. He's gonna go for the Mach Punch, which doesn't really hurt too much. Get rid of his Hitmontop. I got pretty, fighting type Pokemons galore right now, dude. And then this thing comes out again. And then I can't do much except go for a knockoff because I want to get rid of this thing's specs. So this thing is a pain in the ass, and there's not much I can do. I'm gonna have to go into my Jolteon and then just hope that I can get Volt Switch off on it. I don't know if it'll kill, but I'm gonna have to risk it anyways. Okay, I do kill it, which is perfect. And then I'm gonna go into Sanfran. I could just go into Sir, honestly. I can save Sanfran for death fodder in case I need to, since my only remaining Pokemon are choice Pokemons. So if I need to, switch up a move or whatever, I can just go into this. I am Scarfed, so I am fast in this thing, so I'm gonna go for the close combat. This is exactly why I have a Scarfed Gallade. Scarfed Gallade, not a Jolly Speed or whatever, Jolly Nature, just gonna do that. And then he's gonna go for the Ice Shard, but I won this match, so that was perfect. That was a great match. Okay, GG. And that was a pretty quick match, but a win's a win. I did record a few matches. I don't know how many I'm gonna put into the final video, just because a few of them were pretty quick, and a few of them were kind of just it wasn't the most suspenseful. But I might just put it. I know there's at least one that I'm gonna put in that I recorded today, so which is kind of nice. It's better than yesterday, where 5 hours of recording, dude, and I got nothing out of it. Enough ranting. I'll see you guys tomorrow or whenever I post the video again. It's not gonna be longer than 2 days. I'm trying to figure out a schedule now, but we'll see how things go, and I'll just see you guys in the next one. So bye.